Welcome back to Dope, where we dare our people to educate. And tonight, I got on the panel, I got P. What up, P?
What up?
I also got T. Y'all remember T? She want all the smoke. She here for that. Okay. And we got the homie D. Dang. All you motherfuckers went by just a letter. D, P, T.
It's a whole hood cast right now, nigga.
Then we got Dev in the background. This is Dev's first time.
That's what I identify as.
What up, Dev? Say something so they can hear you out there, man.
What up, nigga?
What up? What up? And the topic today is street cred over family cred. You know, a lot of times we glorify the streets and we put it ahead of our family. Not intentionally, but the end result is we put it ahead of our family. And so I just want to go through the room and get everybody's point of view on it. And we'll start with the newbie, man. Dev, what's your take on street cred over family cred, man? How you feel about that? Like,
Shit, every street nigga is gonna take care of their family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really no. The difference to me is like I'm in the streets, but I'm trying to get home to my family. So I'm doing whatever I gotta do in the streets, take care of what I gotta take care of at the crib. That's how I look at it.
So, my initial thoughts was shit, credibility. You talking about, pretty much just getting that hand clap, that round of applause from your boys out in the streets, and shit. A lot of times that don't normally align with you doing the right thing to your family or for your family or whatnot. So, shit, and family cred to me was how much respect you getting at home. For what you do for your family. And whatnot. So,
see, I didn't even look at family cred like that, but when you just said that, it just made me think of it in a different light, in the sense of, like, is your family giving you that respect? Are you earning that respect? Or are you doing your part in your job or whatnot? But yeah, I think, like, the street cred part is, go ahead.
It gotta balance itself out though.
You talking about street cred and family cred gotta balance itself out?
Yeah.
I think the street cred, just the stage that I'm in now, is just like, it's foolish.
Cause the same nigga you is in the streets ain't the same nigga you at home.
right.
That's a fact. That's
You
a
know
fact.
what I'm saying?
That's
So you don't
definitely a
bring-
fact.
that's if you properly keeping them separated though. Like,
A lot
Which
of
is
dudes,
really hard
a
to
lot
do.
of dudes
I
that
don't
be
give a fuck what nobody say, bro. You a street nigga and you got a daughter, you don't act the same way towards your daughter than you do,
Now these bitches out here.
you know what I'm saying, to the streets. Like,
that's a fact. But what I'm trying to say is, you got a lot of emotional dudes, right? And let's keep it real, they didn't have their dad around the world, right? They raised by their mama. They all extra emotional, and they take that mentality home.
nah, call it what you called it before, man. It got bitch traits.
Oh yeah, you know they got them bitch traits, and they take that drama home to where, like, when they girl, kid, or whoever back talks or say something, they gotta act super tough with them. You know, you don't gotta act tough to get your point across to your family. You know what I mean? Like, niggas that want to slap her up and go all crazy upside her head and shit like that over the slightest thing because he's so used to all the fellas in the hood looking up to him. They know, like, oh, he just shot Bobo down the street. You know,
No,
they ain't gonna say
that
nothing
don't
crazy.
fly in the hood. You can't be bitches up. I don't rock with that shit.
No, I'm saying at home.
That's what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna come home, beat her up, and then go back to my oh yeah, good job.
Yeah, I'm not saying we would. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay,
it's
I'm
niggas
saying
that do it
I don't rock
because they don't know how to control their emotions. So when they go home, they don't know how to separate the two. So, like,
Shit, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's reaching that line of having to define the different types of street niggas, because it's
Cause
some
right,
niggas.
you can be a street nigga without not be a hood nigga. Like it's different.
yeah, I agree.
It's different things. Too.
I agree. Hood niggas, that mentality of you know, gotta rob, gotta steal. A lot of times they don't even hustle. They call hustling robbing the nigga who's actually working a job or hustling, pushing work.
Or
They
it be
rob
those-
that nigga and they call that they hustle.
Or it be those hood niggas or street niggas that's seeking attention from their boys, you know, to try to gain respect or something like that. So they doing any and every little thing that's dumb as hell. That's gonna be like getting that so-called respect from their boys that'll say, "Oh yeah, that nigga wild, man. I wouldn't even."
A lot of times that started from high school.
But the hood nigga stuck in the hood.
That's what I'm saying. Hood nigga don't have no aspirations other than be big.
You know what I'm saying?
in
Nigga running the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You getting everywhere. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, I see the difference in that, and that's a good topic to go down to one day. Street nigga and a hood nigga, because a hood nigga, he's gonna be in and out of prison. He's got that's in him. That's all he want to do. He done made up his mind, like, I'm gonna be able to fight everybody. I'm beating everybody. I'm gonna keep the blicker on me. I done got 2-3 times, did 2-3 numbers for a pistol, but he's still keeping one on him.
Yeah, but when you get out, you gotta think too. Like, nigga, you was gone 10 years. All your niggas you know is 10 years ahead of you now.
Mentally, financially.
Nah, not hood niggas. You got 10 years, niggas still in the hood doing the same shit.
You know what I'm saying? But most of them.
That's true. I see what he's saying.
I see what he's saying too, but I'm talking about as far as the mentality, bro. Like, niggas is not the niggas you trying to show off to.
Yeah.
Either they're gonna be dead.
Nah, but you know what
in jail, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The niggas they started out showing up to is either dead, in jail, or have a family somewhere in a nice neighborhood buying a house. But what I start to see is these niggas who get these times, and these hood niggas, and they really just want to do that. I just want to be in the hood. I just want to sell a little bit of drugs to get my daily cigarettes and shit. Them niggas, what they do is they pick up the new youngins that's thugging it. And then they kicking it with them. You know what I mean? So you got these 20, 21, 22-year-olds, and they kicking it with this nigga who done did 15, 20 years, and they stuck in that pattern. And so he's 40 or something years old, but he's hanging with a 20-year-old.
Coaching
you know what I mean?
He ain't can't coach them because they don't listen.
Yeah,
These niggas is on their own shit.
He ain't coaching them, but he bigging them up for the little crazy shit they did. Like, yeah, I clapped such. Like, yeah, nigga, that's what I'm talking. Like, shit like that. They doing that shit. What you say, T?
Also mentally probably the same age sometimes. Like,
they mentally the same age,
so,
and that's
you know
why they
that's
relate.
Yeah, so that's what.
Oh shit! Don't go there now.
What? What? No, they are mentally the same age because he did 10 years in jail, so his mind was stuck.
I don't even think you got to go to jail though.
Huh?
You just spend 10 years in the hood. I'm late. I ain't grown up talking like fucking 36.
But you
until
still.
I met her, I'm like, oh shit, I got
But look though, you doing 10 years as a hood nigga and you doing 10 years in prison is two completely different things. Cause even though like when the time is changing and the new phones are dropping and you know, just like the TVs are dropping. Back in the day, no one had a flat TV, and when the first person got one, that was like, oh my God, you can afford a flat screen TV. Now, you out to grab it as mine not to have a flat screen TV. We gonna talk if it's not on the wall. Like, why you ain't put it on the wall, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so like, someone in jail when they get out and they see that, and they like, yo, this TV thin. Because they didn't get to grow with that. Even if you was a hood nigga, you still was seeing flat screens because...
No, I agree with that. I'm talking about as far as the mental capacity of not growing up. I mean, stuck.
Yeah, they're growing at a slower rate.
Yeah.
They're growing at a slower rate than the average person. But
they were starting to recognize that as a character trait.
Yeah. So T, what do you think about street cred and family cred? Because you a woman, so and it's hard for guys. It's hard for guys that grew up in the hood to really go against them codes.
It is. I agree with D in the aspect that it becomes like, and also with Dev, like it has to be a balance. But which is more important? Like sometimes when guys make decisions, or hood dudes or whatever make decisions, sometimes they're not the best for their families. That's why sometimes they get shipped away for long periods of time for doing things that you know the consequences being away for a long time.
Right.
You're getting in trouble, but you don't understand that whatever you did in the street was more important than spending that time with your kids. So then it's like, okay, so which one is more important to you? Which one do you value more? Instead of being there with your kids and doing these things daily, like, I mean, I guess you can be a street dude and a family man, but at the same time,
one's
one's gonna have to trump the other at some point in time.
It's a
and a lot of time in the community we live in, the hood takes priority over the family as to why we have so many people missing sometimes from their families and the things that they could do, what that looks like. What does your taking care of your family look like? We talked about that. What does that look like? Is taking care of your family being out doing all this stuff in the hood to get you the money that might get you taken away? Just
a lot of times it don't even, because like when you speak on the family thing, a lot of times when dudes is like working jobs and they got the family and the picket fence and all that, a lot of times they ain't doing nothing to make them money. They just be hanging, and you know, you out there hanging and somebody get the shooting, and now you gotta retaliate because you got that mentality in your head, and it's like, I gotta get payback. I gotta get mine back. He just shot at me, or he shot at such and such, but I was with him, or he shot my car because such and such was in it, and all that. And so then you're in the middle of an investigation.
Right. So, but you also take and put yourself in it too. You have to own
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm taking accountability. Like we put ourselves in it, and some shootings happened, but wasn't no money involved. Mm-hmm. So now it's just like it was pointless shit, and it was because you're hanging in the hood. So it's like, why do it?
Right. And so does your code? Which code trumps?
So
that's my question. What code trumps?
Them your boys,
is it your boys or is it your family?
I'm
gonna tell you right now, probably 90% of guys is gonna, their actions is gonna say they're boys, right? But everybody, 100% of guys, is gonna say they're family, right?
I don't think women understand. These boys are your family.
Word.
That too.
That's the problem. I don't think a lot of understand.
Yeah,
You
that
grew up
too.
with a nigga 35 years. Like my nigga, that's my brother. More my brother than my brother is.
Yeah.
That's my fucking family.
You got those too, man. That's what makes it so tough, though. But when you say family, because even if you was looking at your blood family, you identify your kids as more important than your other family, your sister. So I always look at my bros as family too, but like my kids trump them. So like. It's a tough one, man. It's just like the black female code. How you can't say nothing about no black female. You cannot correct them. You cannot hold them accountable for nothing without a random who's never met this chick, black female defending them. They got the black female code like the Blue Wall of Silence, just like the police. Black females got the same code.
For sure. For sure.
Never thought of that.
Oh, you ain't gonna say okay?
No.
Okay. No violence. You ain't choosing violence.
Nah.
I was trying to trigger her too. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah. Trick no good. Trick no good. Nah.
But when you think about it, do y'all notice that though? And I've been noticing it.
I was about to say, like, think back to the time, your first kid.
Yeah.
You know, where you was like. That was probably the first time you actually approached that line where you had to split off and be somebody different than what you had been already in the hood and what your family knew you to be.
Yeah.
You know, already.
When I had my first kid, I actually moved out the hood. I got away from it, and then I put myself through college, and I started working. I didn't make it through college because I had to work even more. Because I had a kid, and I'm like, I gotta get a place. I have to get a place. So we got a place, and then I had to get a better job because I was working at like Giant Eagle. I was like, nah, I need a better job. Give me something. Give me some factory, something. And
so you made that split decision, and you went with family credit.
Yeah.
You know, so you would get more family from your kid. I mean, more credit from your kid as far as you knew they were looking up to you. Like,
I'm big on family, but once I got to a certain point at working, and I know I got it on two places.
Okay.
I don't know what that was doing. That's why I just left it alone. But once I got to a certain point with working, I'm good with the company. Company moving me places. I'm getting paid so much money. I got more free time now. I got more leeway there. Now I'm back in the hood, pulling up on the homies, and I'm chilling with the homies, and you know, stuff
How
is.
they feel about that though?
Well, they know me from before, so I have that respect, and they also love me too. So, I mean, I used to do this to
You have the
some of
luxury of having a group of niggas that wanted to see you do better.
Yeah.
So-
But like they, so like when I do go around, they got new niggas around too. Don't get me wrong, right? And so like the new niggas, like my niggas was eating in the streets, right? They ended up getting hit with the Fed shit, going down for some crazy shit. But they was eating out there, and then they had some little flunkies around, and the flunkies was always weird to me, and it made me curious because I'm like, yo, you out here taking all these charges, taking all these chances, I mean, with them, but you're not making no real money. My job's hiring. Come work for my job.
No.
And I tell my dudes that too, but they blow me off like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? They talk that shit. But the funkies, they little homies and shit, I'm like, look, y'all see me. I can hang with the big ballers. I got the money to hang with them and all that. Y'all trying to mooch off of them and mooch off me. Just come get a job and you don't gotta look over your shoulder. But niggas' egos, nah, I'm cool. And they got more kids than me. And I'm like, them niggas is choosing street cred over family cred.
Right.
When I think about it. And I literally used to always offer them jobs.
I don't
But do you
think.
think it's a difference though? Like, really?
I don't think it's a choice.
Like, what do you mean?
street cred and family cred.
Do I think it's a difference?
Yeah.
I think they're
Well,
the same.
I think it's a difference in the sense of street cred can get you killed, can get you locked up. It's got a lot of, it's more dangerous, and there's no reward behind it.
I don't think that's true either.
It's a higher risk
What's
of
the
it.
reward? What's the reward?
I mean, I've risked my life more times for my family than I have from.
But you're talking about your family while they're in the streets, so that goes back to the streets.
My family aren't street people. They're just fucking retarded.
But they dealing
So
with
that-
street people, right?
That me. So they go out here and do all this stupid shit because they know they'll literally go out. Like my brother used to go out and talk shit to niggas. My brother won't get
Talk shit to street niggas though,
Yeah.
right? That's
So
what I'm saying.
I feel
That's
like
street
it's based
shit.
off of your
That's-
street cred,
but
though.
no,
They like,
but hold
oh,
on.
nah, my
But
brother
hold
gonna
on.
back me up.
Hold on.
If I go talk
What
shit.
hold on, because what he's saying is, we talking about when we saying family, I'm taking it as in your household.
That's not even cred, bro. Like what his brother was doing, niggas could have feared him, and that's worse for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Bro,
agree.
No, this is
saying,
just another point.
because
This is
if-
another
if-
point.
If you come,
I hate when people do that, bro.
If you come,
They gonna shoot
they know
you.
you coming. I'm not letting you get out the car.
Exactly.
We in a different time frame now,
Right.
so yeah, I can get clapped up.
No,
But 20
even-
years ago,
yeah, 20
I
years
just beat
ago.
niggas
I'm
up.
saying my cousin got killed.
No, what he's
10
saying
years
is,
ago, like-
I got a cousin, right? I got a cousin, Ebony and Passion, right? They run the streets. They fuck with all these hood niggas, right? Every time they get into it with these niggas, and they're physical. Every time they get in with these niggas, they hit them back too, right? And they like, I'm getting my cousin man. I'm getting my cousin Marcus. I'm calling my brother Mike. All this stuff, right? So I'm out at the club, and some dude swings on me for no reason. He swung on me because he knew me from the streets, and she said she'd get it on me. Now, I don't even know this man, but he got the drop on me. And if he wanted the real drop on me leaving out the club, he could have just killed me. He took me out. I had to cuss them out. Like, y'all got me fighting people I don't even know about because you threatening with me, but you wasn't going through with your threat because you didn't even really tell me. But yeah, like you said, bro, that's I hate that shit, bro. I hate that. Don't use my name.
Don't name drop or shit. Like I sit on my own.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying. Not saying I'm the baddest motherfucker, but
right.
Nigga.
But I'm gonna handle my own.
right. I don't gotta. Then if I do got a call, it's over.
Yeah.
Like it's good night for everybody. Like you know what I'm saying. So
And you won't see it coming. Cause I'm gonna tell you, keep fucking him. Don't worry, I'll be over your house.
Then get into it with all your cousins. Like why the fuck you fighting for them? And they just like off of dropping names. Like
Yep.
oh I know such and such or such and such or such.
That
and
shit
such.
corny, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That should be corny, bro. That should be corny. But when we speak about the family, because I'm just thinking, and when y'all talking about family, are y'all talking about the same thing? I'm just thinking in house. Who sleeps directly in your house? Is that what you T? No. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking, P?
I was thinking about my whole family because I just how I was.
But, all right, so
but now in my household is more like I don't go out and do stupid shit no more.
Yeah,
it's
gonna affect your household.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, so that's what the topic speaking to is the direct household because. We got so much family. Everybody got family.
Right.
And somewhere down the line, you find out you related to people that you have done shot you or some shit. Like,
it's hard. It's hard. Like my nigga got murdered a few months back, and I found out the shooter's name the very next day. And like I don't expect her to understand, but I'm telling her like I don't know how to tell you how much I'm struggling with sitting my ass here at home or going back out here and being stupid. Like it's really hard.
It's hard.
It's fucking hard.
It is.
Without even like trying to make it hard, it's fucking hard.
But not saying that he deserved to get shot, but you don't know what that man was doing.
No, I do. That's what settled me down because I knew the lifestyle he was living.
Right.
I know the chances.
So I mean, you're a grown man now.
Yeah.
You grew up.
Yeah, I had to settle my brain down.
Been on some bullshit, like, cause I remember one time, bro, like, my cousin got robbed.
Right.
And we was riding from like Broad and James area back down to Champion, Poindexter.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's where I'm at.
We in my car. He driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So we turn in the corner, we see the niggas outside and robbing. So I'm sitting with my foot up against the door like this, while he turning the corner. As soon as we about to turn, the motherfucking police whooped. And they went after the dudes that we was about to shoot. So it was motherfucking God.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
It was just to turn the corner and just keep going. So I was just like this.
Ready.
Out the window, like, it ain't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
That's my cousin. So I feel like I had to help my cousin.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing, because that goes back to the, like, even though, because, like, he was using an example of his family being in the street, well, not, that still goes for street cred over family cred.
That's what I thought, too.
Because your cousin's in the streets. That shit happened in the streets. Like, even, like, if, like, one of my cousins get into it with their dudes in the street, that's street cred.
But I wasn't doing it for no credit, nigga. I was doing it.
No, I understand
I
that.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's
what just taking up on.
Because in reality, it's not. It's just what you feel like you're supposed to do.
Because I wouldn't go around and be like, tell them, like, oh, guess the fuck, I just, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying it now because nothing happened, and I'm just saying, like, by them whooping like that, and us being able to turn and leave.
I got a question for you. With the path you on now, and the path that them dudes was on, you think that was God saving them or saving you?
Saving me. Because I was going to jail.
That's what I said.
I was going to jail. Like, forever.
Yeah.
And I didn't care, like.
You was ready. You wanted.
Like, I was mentally, like, in a different place.
Yeah.
I was young. I was probably like 18, 19.
You ain't had kids either.
I had a daughter at 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I've been there, bro. I've been there where I was heads over, like, I'm going, like, talk myself into it. Like, I'm going through with this regardless.
My biological mom smoked dope my entire life.
Same.
So I've been fucked up my entire life. You know what I'm saying? And my stepmom is my mom. Even to this day, that's my mom. Yeah. Even to my mom, I tell her that's my mom. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it wasn't for her showing me what a woman's supposed to be, that mom's supposed to be, I would never know what the fuck to look for. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I know exactly what you mean, too. Yeah, it's a lot of dudes fucked up with that, too, because that's all they seen was the downside.
And that's fair. I would have been stuck on Fair and Ohio.
Yeah.
In the trenches, nigga, like.
In the trenches.
Like, for real.
So do this. What are some things you've seen people do or done yourself to gain street cred? or yeah,
I done seen it all.
to gain street cred.
I done literally seen it all. I done seen, so one of the
Do
homies.
you lose it the same way you get it?
I don't think you like sit there and premeditatively plan the course of action to gain street cred.
Well, that's the thing. Like I said, it's a different type.
Nah,
It's
they
different
do.
type of
They
niggas
do.
out there. It's different
Yeah,
types of
when we
niggas
was-
out
But
there.
you gotta really
When we
speak
was-
on your own shit though, bro.
When we was coming
like,
up,
in order, like I feel like it's better to you can't speak on another nigga, bro. Like, cause you don't know what that man's mental state was.
Nah, see, that's
when
why I
he was
wouldn't-
doing what he was doing or why he felt he had to do what he did.
Word.
But like for you to speak on what you've done or why you done it, to either not be fucked with while you was a little kid or you be jumped or whatever. Like, oh nigga, I'm just gonna be raw now. Like whatever
Right.
woke you the fuck up off and make you get off the porch. Then that's what you gotta speak on.
I think a lot of people to your question of why you think they tried it or how they went about getting street cred. I think a lot of it just comes from it was just the basics. Don't let nobody disrespect you, and we took it so serious that it was the slightest thing. Don't step on my shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So
But-
now we shooting at somebody because they stepped on your
It's
shoes.
also how you carry yourself. Like you could be a street nigga, and you could be nigga. Everybody will love you because the way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
You show love.
But
Giving,
that's after
you're-
after you get majority of your credit though.
Nah, you can get
that's why
credit
you
that
coming
way.
up.
Nah,
That's how you
yeah.
get your
I
credit.
think y'all
You can get
speaking.
credit
That's
that
how
way.
you build your name, bro.
I think y'all
Street cred don't always
speaking
gotta
though.
be negative.
But no, that's true. That's true.
Like, you know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Because my nigga Drake fed the hood. Don't get me wrong. He took care of everybody around. That's why I say he had a lot of moochers around who was just feeding off of it. But what I'm saying is, in order for you to get to a certain level, like coming up, we were poor kids and we were in the streets running. So I'm saying like it started there with the respect as kids.
Yeah.
But it's not
14,
even respect the
15.
kids, bro. It's a respect of the older niggas. 'Cause
But-
we wasn't doing shit like I'm 41. I
Uh-huh.
wasn't doing shit for the niggas the same age as me. I was doing shit for the older niggas. That be like,
put
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, come on. That's why I was doing shit.
Yeah, to get
Because
to
them
them.
niggas already been through it. So I'm trying to get close to them so I know how to move.
So when did you start trying to get your street cred?
When did I start?
Yeah,
That's
what
what I'm
age?
saying. I don't
Where-
think that
where-
mindset
where-
of
like-
trying.
What age?
I never tried nothing.
That's
Like,
it.
it was
You
just
just do shit you gotta do.
Exactly,
And
but
it-
Nah,
it
okay,
comes
so
on the
the different,
backside.
that change the question around and it changes.
at what age you step up?
I mean, when did you notice you started getting street cred for some of the things that you just did, like naturally?
When I go to different, like we grew up everywhere, bro. We would go Short North. We would go, you know what I'm saying, Southfield. We would go, you know what I'm saying, out west to what's that?
South Park.
Shannon, not Shannon. Is it Shannon Way? Yeah, Shannon Way out west. Southport.
Bottoms.
The bottles. I mean, we was everywhere. We knew people everywhere, bro. So I'm bringing my mentality wherever the fuck I go. I was dropped off in
But
Wisdom.
how old are you right now?
I'm
Not
40.
right now, but at that time, we're going all over.
8 or 9 or 10, between them ages. Thompson swimming pool, get dropped off up there, nigga. In the back then, nigga, like
And so, how did you get your street cred at 9 or 10?
I'm with two sisters.
But
So
how
I
did you get your street
nigga?
cred?
I had to fight.
That's what I was saying.
But that's what I'm saying. He ain't either fighting to get street cred.
I'm
No,
not
but I'm
fighting.
saying,
No, but
no.
you notice
I'm
that
saying
you got
you
street
get
cred
it though.
from those fights.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
get
a-
it, though.
It's a consequence.
It's going to come because you're going to fight no matter what at that age. Coming up, they don't know you.
But no, it ain't even about me. It's about my sisters,
Yeah.
like her and Chanda. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm worried, like, nigga, whatever. That's how I was.
And
Like,
that's something- you doing what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah, you
Them-
got
them
a
my
lot of
sisters.
fights.
Not gonna
And
just
by
tell my
you
sister,
whooping
you know-
a nigga's ass or putting up a good fight, he's going to respect you.
And I
The
would
people
never-
who watched it is going to respect it, even at that age. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was
wasn't doing
saying.
it, but I'm saying
Nah,
me
it
at
don't
the
work
time.
that way.
You wasn't doing it for
I
you.
wasn't doing it.
You weren't doing it for street
For
cred.
niggas to be like, oh,
That's why I switched it up.
I'm not saying that's what you were doing it for. I'm just saying that's how it came about.
Like I got locked out the crib. Like my dad locked me out the crib. Like nah, the fuck. I go out there and fight.
Yeah.
And I'm 9 years old. This nigga like
I heard
14. Big mom. I'm like,
I heard some of those.
he cracked me.
You couldn't come home.
He cracked me. I'm like, damn, that's not even hurt.
Shit, with
I
Tia's
just
your
started
sister,
working
you
with
probably
him.
had a fight every week, didn't you?
Bro, she
Okay.
got my motherfucking bike stole, bro.
Oh, nigga, not the
man,
bike.
She hold down the
She
bike.
got my bike, nigga. This
Hey,
when,
hey, you know that bike done increased with what's interest, so that's a motorcycle
bro,
by now. She
listen,
Right.
I had the bike
Right.
with the disc on the over the spokes.
Oh,
I used to hate the nigga across the street had one. We couldn't afford one. You just
But
hear
look,
whoop, whoop.
She rolled
I
up to
don't
the
beat that nigga
motherfucking
up to
park,
his bike.
left it outside. Guess who stole my bike? One of my niggas stole my bike.
damn.
I had just got the bike. He ain't know it was my bike.
I
But
remember that.
my older brother, brother-in-law, was over at the crib. Took me around the hood to look for the bike or look for the nigga. Somehow I knew where my dude stayed at, but he had cut the disc off to make it look like it wasn't my bike and left my shit in the by his house. So I went and knocked on the door. I'm like, bro. He was like, oh man, I didn't know it was your bike. I saw some girl on it. I think that was my little sister.
What the fuck?
No. Damn.
So
But yeah, so
that was the question. That's where I was
Right.
getting to. Like when do you? I mean, because obviously, if you out there, people gonna notice. Like, all right, I see this guy often, and just they recognize who you are. But the credibility that comes behind it is what you do as a person while you out there, anyways.
But what
So
if
whether you're doing it, you're not. Majority of the time, you're not doing it for somebody to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna recognize him as this.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for recognition.
I
But
wasn't.
when did you start to realize, like, oh, that got me credit? You feel me? So when did you start to realize, oh man, I was doing certain things that was getting me known around the hood, or some shit.
I'm gonna tell you when I realized it. My niggas, we used to be on the chat line. Like, you could call the number up and get bitch up the chat line. So there's about 8 of us, just a big group of niggas or whatever. So some other niggas, Twin and Red, they had met this bitch or whatever on the chat line after I had already met her. So I had already been chopping up with her for a couple days or whatever. But them niggas is trying to tell this bitch, oh, you know, that nigga ain't about shit, he fake and fraud, blah, 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 blah. So she called me like, they said you ain't shit. I'm like, them niggas steal bikes. They don't do nothing. It's like, you like me, like, motorcycles? I'm like, no, them niggas steal bicycles. Niggas is like,
nigga, I stole bikes.
17,
What's wrong with that?
we 17, 18. Ain't nothing wrong
Wait
with
a minute, we stole bikes too.
Hey,
it.
nigga, I used to go to.
We stole.
Go ahead, I'm letting you finish. I'm letting you finish.
So I'm big shit. So I'm 17, 18. I got 2 ounces in my pocket. In my head, I'm big shit. These niggas steal bicycles. I got a car and jewelry, and it doesn't even matter. So these niggas start all running off at the
Oh,
mouth.
they was 17 like you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, them niggas lame.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
was stealing bikes and I was like,
No, we
We
talking
was
about kids.
lame,
Yeah. No, we on
We
the
used
same
to go
group.
to Bexley and take 3 wheelers.
So-
yeah, this bitch.
So they like, you know, we get up on, everybody get on 3-way, and they talk right off the mouth. It's 4 of them over there, run off the mouth. Nigga, we can blah, blah, blah. Oh, don't say no less. I'm gonna get in my car, and I'm on my way. But even at that age, I'm strapped up. And everybody knows this. So when I pull up to their mom's house, all 4 of these niggas will not come off the porch. Will not. I'm like, bro, the gun's in the trunk. Come on, let's get to it. None of them will come off the porch. And I'm like, oh, these niggas really scared. Because at that point, I was just beating people up. That's what we did. We just fight. We would just go to the club on purpose to fight.
Yeah, that was us.
Because that's all there was back then. And I mean, when I hit about 21, all the gunplay started happening. But that was just it. It was
gunplay for us was happening at 13.
How old are you now?
33. Damn.
So that's at the same age.
That's 10 years.
That's the
below
same.
us.
Yeah, but so for him, it's about the same time. It's the same age for us.
Oh, okay,
Same
I got
time.
you.
Was that your gun? Did
But
you
we
steal
was-
the gun? Where you get the gun from?
I was buying guns.
No,
and
no, I'm
gangs
talking
and
about
shit.
yours.
Oh, we bought a couple guns, and then it was like
Like,
first
we
our
used to
crew.
we used to
our-
steal guns.
Well,
Like
you have to-
breaking cribs or.
I mean, I didn't steal a gun, but yes, someone has stolen a gun. But we bought most of ours. I didn't get my first one until I
What about
was
stealing a
17.
car? When your first car you stole?
I never actually stole one, but it was always my one nigga always did it. He knew how to do all that shit. Him and my brother actually.
I ain't never been.
I
And-
stole my first
and they
car at
stole-
12.
They stole so many cars, and we had them all parked on Greenway. And then we went through the whole neighborhood in the alleys playing bumper cars.
Greenway.
Yeah, knocking
Like
over.
Nelson?
Yeah,
Park?
yeah,
Yeah.
knocking over trash cans and everything.
Nah, we used to use our shit to try to get to school and shit.
No, we used them to get the bitches. We walked to school. We went east.
Okay.
So we just walked to school. And actually, my dude got caught. He drove it to school a couple
They
times.
just
They
got
got
the high points for $89.
Yeah.
Every fucking weekend, I'm
that was my first one.
A fitted, a white T-shirt, Air Force, and a High Point.
Yeah, that's
every weekend.
Yeah.
Every
Big
weekend
ass
thing.
retarded looking gun.
I had
They disposable.
I had the house. You know
They
the.
jam, nigga.
Nah, you don't got.
They never jammed on me.
They
man.
jammed
They
on
got
me.
a bad
I
rap.
bought a motherfucking 40 cal for 129.
With the compressor
Brand
on it?
new, yeah.
Yeah, them things is big as hell. But they got you only got shit.
I had the you know the keychain you keep your house key on. The little.
Mm-hmm.
I had that, and then I had my gun on it, and I would just rock it right here and shit. Cause we was always in the hood, and the cops always run up on us. And like I did it being funny one day, but the same day the boys jumped out on us at the spot, and I had it tucked in. And my nigga, he super big, real big, right? He put a stash of fucking weed right here and a Ruger right here. Police, dead ass, bro. Dead ass, bro.
Nigga lift his boobies up, bro.
Dead ass. It wasn't even a boob. It wasn't even a boob. It was just like his boob, and then right here a big chunk.
Ooh.
And he had his shirt off. And I had my shirt on, but I had my shit tucked in. The cops jumped out. Actually, one of the homies ran to the spot getting chased. So now they get all of us, right? But a lot of them threw their guns in it. Like the house next door is a band. It got tore down. It wasn't bandits. So it's like weeds. So everybody throwing their shit out there without. They searched me like second. Said go sit across the street on the curb. After they searched it, so I sit across the street. They run my shit. They searched my dude. He just stuffed his shit in his fat. Got us in the car. We both got shit. So then they tell me I'm clear. So I go to leave. He like, go. Go. He just took that shit and go. I just get up out of there though. They found a couple shit in the grass and shit, man. Some weed, some crack, some weed, some guns and shit. But they don't, bruh, we used to be wild. Ever since then, like I had an older nigga, he used to be like, man, why don't y'all tell this dumbass nigga to take this gun off the chain? And they all would laugh at me like, hell no, that nigga done got away with that bitch on that chain. Always come do a quick search. Oh, I was sweating bullets. I was 17. I'm going to jail, bro. I was so mad at Johnny, man.
That's crazy.
R.I.P. my nigga.
Do you lose the street cred? If so, how?
Coming home too fast. Nigga, you got caught with 19 ounces. You home on Wednesday or Tuesday? You home on Thursday?
Man, I don't believe you do lose it. I think you can lose it within a couple
I mean,
people.
but you're not even in the streets no more, so.
Nah, they still be in there. Look.
I'm talking about me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like you personally probably lose the street cred because it's a whole new group of niggas out there now.
I think
you never lose a mentality. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know,
that's the hardest.
You got to do whatever you got to do.
But to speak to just like to losing it. So like it's a dude that got a lot of my dudes from the hood jammed up off of some petty stuff, and he got him taken out with the fast shit. He's still out there slanging and doing his thing. So, do he lose it? Will everybody know it? Only a selected few don't fuck with him. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you got the new age kids coming up who don't know his past, don't know what he has did. They gonna fuck with him. He got his core people that don't care what he did. They gonna fuck with him. You know what I mean? So I don't think you necessarily lose it for that.
I feel that.
So wait a minute. That nigga got other niggas sent off, and some of his niggas still fuck with him after he did that?
A lot of his niggas fuck with him.
No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
All right, so let's flip it. What are some things you've known cats to do to get the cred from their family, and how long does that last?
You said repeat that.
What are some things you've done yourself, or you've seen some other cats do to get family credibility? I'm equating. I mean, when I look at, when we sit here talking about, we say credibility, I'm thinking of, a replacement word as respect anyways. So street respect first versus family respect, or family in the house. I mean, respect in the household.
In my synopsis, I don't even know why I said that shit. I don't think my family really respects me.
Same.
They use me.
Same.
They use me. That's
What
not
family you talking about though?
not here at home. I was again like you talking about
Yeah,
my.
that's all
I'm
the
talking about we
time,
growing
The family
up.
here at home is all
Yeah,
that.
we
No, she don't use me.
That's
So
all
that's
that
why I'm still. Because I'm thinking about being in that street mind state, and that's what I was dealing with then.
Yeah.
I didn't have no family. They were just using me for what the fuck ever. I mean, and that's I think as part of you talking about losing the credibility, you kind of just don't give a fuck no more.
At home, losing credibility at home.
In the streets, or your name, I don't give a fuck if my name don't mean shit no more.
For sure.
I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't either.
Once
I don't
you-
even
once
look
you-
at
Yeah,
it.
I obviously have lost some type of credibility
That's not true, bro.
in the
Nah,
streets. I'm talking about. But I
No,
don't
I'm
give a
talking
fuck.
about, but that's how you carry yourself in a manner that your name is your word, it's your bond.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you're never going.
You
You
can't.
never go
That's
straight.
something that's in you though.
Yeah, you don't lose that within yourself.
That's
Right,
something.
so you gonna have to demand the respect.
That don't matter if you in the
Respect
hood
the
or at a restaurant
Right.
and some
I'm gonna carry
white dude.
myself away. You're not gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna treat me like even if you
Oh,
don't
right.
know me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna treat me anything less than what I am. If I gotta show you that shit, nigga, I'll show you that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how motherfuckers, street niggas carry themselves.
So I got a hard one for y'all. So y'all choosing family or street? So you're choosing family or the streets? Yeah, you choosing family or the streets? Which y'all choosing?
And I think everybody here.
You mean
they
like
already
No,
chose
no,
family.
everybody speak for themselves.
I mean, shit. All right.
Family or the streets?
Family. I'm
Family.
Yeah.
That's a tough question, bro.
It is. And he trying to make it like it was easy.
Mine was easy, family.
Family,
Yeah, because what are we talking about?
Nah,
Family
that
and
shit
streets.
is
What,
simple.
Family.
what am I choosing?
family or the streets?
Like 10 years ago or like today?
Today, man.
I would choose family.
All right.
But yeah, because I ain't making no money.
He
in the
know I'm
streets.
setting this up for my next question. That's why he
But
like
you
that's
are,
tough.
bro. Like you a natural. If you a hustler, you a hustler. You can sell anything in the streets, even if you're working for yourself. You know, so you need the streets to get money. You're not working a corporate job. Well,
But even now-
for me personally, I still fuck with niggas.
So you got to go to jail or give up somebody who you never did business with. They just want you to go. I don't know, wear a wire. Let's say wear a wire. You doing it?
Fuck no.
So you choose the streets?
To wear a wire?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a wire for nothing.
You going down then?
I guess I'm.
But that's the type of talking about with my niggas being shot. If he know what he doing, he run those risks.
I'm talking about you personally.
No, I'm not wearing a wire.
I'm not.
You choose the streets.
Now, in some certain circumstances, like we talked about before, I am snitching. If you don't take up your shit, if I'm in an innocent situation and you put me in the shit, no, I'm fucking telling, bro. This is not my guns, not my dope. That's his shit.
Time out.
It's his shit.
What would I have to do to be even considered for the wire?
You would
Like,
you probably was gonna set in the streets.
That's what I'm saying. So you guilty.
But you don't have to
That's
do
the problem,
nothing.
is niggas
You
is
don't.
snitching
All
and
right.
shit.
Well, let's do this.
How about
Let's
saying
say-
that's snitching we was talking about?
Let's say you're around someone who sells and they get hit with a fed, so then they try to put you.
No,
in
I
jail.
can tell you, I got a nigga right now doing 61 years because he was riding with another nigga who was going to cook up a 9-pack, and he was completely innocent in that situation.
Right,
he was
right.
riding.
Right.
That's his third strike. He got 61 years,
So let's say you was
and he
him.
could have snitched.
Let's say you was him. Are you snitching?
At that point,
You're
you
completely
can't-
innocent.
You can't snitch.
You're completely innocent. You
Can't.
just happen to be riding with.
You can't snitch at that
we,
point.
We done
because
cleared.
your name has already proven you guilty. I'm known for selling dope. I'm known for doing this shit. Now you trying to tell me you sit in the car with a 9-pack and it ain't yours? Nigga, his name made him guilty.
So you pick up your homeboy, right? And he got some shit on him. He go down for it. They take you down for it
Did
too.
I know about it?
Nope.
If you know about
Let's
it,
say you knew about it. Let's say you knew
Oh,
about it.
then I'm going
I'm
down.
guilty.
So you're choosing the streets though.
No, I'm
You're
not.
not choosing the
And
street.
that's if you knew about it. If you knew about it.
He's still choosing the streets.
It's not. So what, I'm supposed to snitch on him? And then, let's
Even,
say,
even if he owns it.
like how you was talking about your homie did all that, got all hemmed up and niggas still fuck with him. I don't know where the fuck they do that at.
That wasn't my homie.
I'm just saying yours, but
that
in general.
was that wasn't my homie.
I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying, I don't know. If I snitched on some niggas them other niggas is coming here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where the fuck they do that at. We still gonna be, oh, yeah, let's go out to the party.
So what it was my
So you
my
got
dude,
sometimes you
my
choose
dude
the
kept
streets
he
and
was
protect you on the
feeding
backside.
niggas, and basically one of the niggas he kept around because he showed love to everybody. Told on him, and then his boys from the other side is still cool with him though, knowing he did it.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you got a nigga that your nigga cool with, right? But you ain't you cordial with him. But you know
Yeah,
they
my niggas
That
ain't
make me
my
look
niggas.
suspect, but I'm not fucking with nobody that.
Right, I can't be
Yeah,
associated with that
but
shit.
you see what I'm saying is relations though? Like me and my nigga grew up together, right? He's fucking with someone he's just cool with and do just be around because my nigga is up and he feeds everybody around him. But he's from the other side of town and he got a whole nother hood he from and shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So when he said it was my nigga, I'm like, no, not my nigga. It was a nigga from up the way. Rode on everybody. Everybody went down. He went back across town, and they all still cool with it.
How's niggas let? Well, that's,
And his niggas is cool with us too. We know them too.
Nah.
So they know the situation. They
So
know it
they
to be
hood-
facts.
They a hood full of tellers.
Yeah, I can't be associated. I found out one of my homies is gay.
Yeah.
I can't be associated with that.
This nigga, bro. He hits every quarter.
No, I'm just saying that's how it was. I can't be out here at the club and niggas know you out here sucking dick. I can't be associated. In the same way with snitching, I can't be associated because I'm guilty by association. We a whole crew full of snitches. And then the drama that's coming towards him is now coming towards me
But
because he's snitching.
hold on though. So y'all get whooped. You know he got some work on him. And you know it's his. He know it's his. And you're saying that you would still do time if he don't own up to it. Or I don't know. I don't even know how that works if you get caught with work.
If I get in the car with a nigga, he said, "Hey, bro, I got 100 pounds in the trunk."
Right.
And I'm all right. Let's roll.
Yeah. So now you got the choice.
I'm guilty.
It ain't no weed. I'm not getting no money out of that.
Nah, he gave you the choice. He gave you the
That's
choice.
not. That's.
He gave you the
I
choice.
could've said
I
my
know
100
that.
pounds.
That's not what I'm arguing though.
So in a real life situation, if you were really an innocent man and you've never been in a situation before, when you get whooped and this guy says, "Oh, that's all my dope," you gonna walk away from that shit. But when you already got 19 felonies selling drugs and trafficking, and you got this long
So do
span
you
of shit,
see?
you're
so,
guilty. Like,
so do you see how you're choosing the streets then by that? You chose the streets. Your actions chose the streets.
If I chose
Y'all
to
keep
do that-
saying no, because y'all keep saying that's not choosing the streets. And I'm telling you, your actions chose the streets. Whether you want to say after he told you he had what he had, and you got in the car, I'll call an Uber. I'll walk. I'll catch a bus. I'll
Yeah,
call a
if
girl.
you chose- if you
whatever.
chose to get in the
Your
car, that's what I
actions
was gonna
chose
say.
the
so
streets
then
in that
you
instance.
snitch on a nigga and he goes to prison.
No. Before we even get to the snitch, I think.
I'm not
before we
getting
get
in
to
the
this,
car.
before we get, all right, that's what you're
Me
choosing
and this-
family by not
Me and this
getting in the car.
mindset today, I'm not getting in the car. I don't want nothing
That's
fucking-
what I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to car
different.
with.
So let's say someone does
That's
get in
if
the
you
car.
know though.
Let's say someone does get in the car.
They're guilty because you know why they don't get in the car? So they can run around the next day, but I remember my nigga last night, bro. We had 100 pounds of weed in the trunk. I'm out here.
Who
Guilty.
brags about that shit?
All kinds. Are you serious?
They dumb as hell. And then the nigga that's
Hold on,
driving,
man.
he better not let him back in his car.
Hey, you saying that's dumb as hell in a generation where niggas is posting their weed, which is still
Yeah, on
fucking
Instagram.
illegal on Instagram and Facebook. Like,
You
yeah,
know how much
niggas is
shit I had to
dumb.
go through.
Nigga, yeah.
Niggas is dumb.
Yeah,
These
niggas
motherfuckers are
is dumb.
stupid.
Niggas is dumb.
Because now the generation is now they trying they starving for that credibility.
Word.
Because they don't know how to
They
go
want
out
that
here and get it.
attention.
They don't know how to get it, so they put all this fake shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Because they want to seem like they them people, but it ain't the same no more. And I don't think it ain't no real street niggas no more.
I wouldn't say that.
If you born in 2000 or later,
I wouldn't say
ain't no
that.
street niggas.
I wouldn't say that,
So
though.
what is that? They ain't no more dope, ain't no more crack. Other than niggas that are selling Fetty and pills,
Is that why that shit popping up a lot? They running dry on that dope?
because that's not what's going
I
on.
mean, I
right
don't
now.
know.
Wasn't none of that. When I was doing it, all we had was crack
weed.
and weed.
Yeah. Now they
That's
got 150 different types of weed.
They had heroin, but anybody no, that's dead time eat. Ain't nobody fucking with heroin. You
Yeah.
you went to jail for 10 years just from
Yeah.
smelling like it. You had soft, obviously, crack soft, and weed. That's it. Well, then you had regular and 50, and that was it.
Now they got 100.
Now you gotta be fucking
Motherfuckers
scientists.
talking about I got strawberry kush and purple haze. Like, bro, I don't want none.
Bro,
of
like
that
she's
shit.
talking about her baby daddy used to grow weed and people just fucking with him, but he's not a street nigga. And that's
Yeah,
what's
that's-
going on now. These kids ain't street niggas, but they selling drugs. They're not really like drug dealers. Like when you think about a stereotypical
They
drug
playing
dealer.
in it.
Yeah, it's just different now, man. These fucking kids is pussy. I said it every time. Kids is pussy nowadays. And maybe that ain't the right way to say it. Maybe they elevating and they're smarter than I was. But shit's just different. Kids is fucking pussies.
See, you've been awfully quiet tonight.
Yes.
Why?
This is not my area of like this particular expertise.
Expertise.
Or where I like to, I can speak more so on the family because I've been affected by people who have made.
Let the record show this was her topic too. When she said this ain't her expertise.
I just look at topics that would be intriguing for all of us, though, not just
Yeah.
for me, not just centered around my likes or interests.
And
Trying to be
it's,
all-time QB out here. Just
and it's pretty easy to see what you would pick being a female.
Well, family. Yeah, because
But
I'm mostly affected by decisions, some of the street type decisions, the mindset,
Yeah.
and those types of things.
You get the blunt end of the stick, the shitty end of the stick.
Right.
where
But
the
that's
end
bullshit
results.
too. Because
What?
if she got a boyfriend or husband, whoever, and she knows that nigga selling drugs and she allows that, she is now also choosing the streets over the family.
Interesting.
I don't
That
give a
could
fuck
be true.
I don't
That
give a
could
fuck
be
how
true.
square he is. Drugs is illegal. It's street shit.
Interesting.
So
Mm,
by
so
her being in a relationship with him, she's choosing the streets.
If
or
she's allowing him to do that, if she chooses him,
is she
he's
allowing
selling
him to do it
100
in their
pounds?
house
No, it doesn't matter.
just by
They don't got
She's
listen to the same
supportive.
household.
She's supportive.
of
She's
it.
supportive of the.
And she's getting in the car
Kind of
willingly,
move.
knowing there's 100 pounds of weed in it.
Tiny.
Everybody's Gucci.
You talking about Tiny?
That's interesting. That's true, though. That is definitely true. That it would be. I'm picking the streets over that because if we both get picked up, who's taking care of these kids?
Mm.
Who's taking care of the family? If I'm encouraging you to do this. Now there's going to be a difference. I can be with you and not encourage it and not support it. That could be your kid. It could be my son versus being my significant other. And I could be encouraging you not to do it, but that doesn't mean that I'm supportive of it.
Right. So if you
No, wait. But if you with him, like, ain't your silence
Acquiescence.
supportive?
but if she's saying she's not silent, she's saying she's telling him not to do it.
Yeah,
And
but
he
she's
still
still
do
with
Still
him.
does it. And
That's
she's
not
still with
silence
him.
though.
She's supporting.
If I tell you, okay, so if I tell you that I don't know if this will carry over all the way. So if you're at a job, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you don't quit your job and you quit your job, what does that mean?
You supposed, yeah, right? Like, is she supposed to leave him?
Am I
That's
supposed
what
to
I'm
leave
trying to
because you
get. They
quit your
say
job?
they saying you're being silent when
But
you're
not
saying
risking your freedom by doing
I don't know, but
It's my livelihood though, because if his money's going into the household of mine, I'm still paying the house.
So,
fine.
so what y'all saying is she should automatically leave him if he dealing drugs.
she should be looking for a way out. She ain't gonna drop him at the moment because obviously she using him, to support her household. But
Hey, it's all
she
fun
need
and
to be
games.
looking for a way out of that. Obviously,
I just would choose not to be with a drug dealer.
That's what I
Because
tell my
it's just
sisters
too-
and cousins is not to even deal with it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to get their point of view because they're saying you're being silent if you just say don't do it, but
I'm
you
acquiescing.
still do it.
I'm definitely acquiescing because if we
Because
get
that's-
caught up,
I don't know what that word.
that's okay.
it means like saying okay without saying anything. Like I'll just go with the flow of things, even though.
Okay.
Right.
Even though I don't like it, right?
Oh, no,
Exactly.
Right to jail.
Exactly.
Yes. Pretty much.
Where-
I've had.
Because that's in a
I've
sense,
known
in a
people
sense, that's yes, you're saying one thing, but
doing
your
the-
actions are showing something different, which is your
I agree
your
with that.
words are saying no, this is not okay, but you're sticking around with it, and you're like, hey, I told you it's not okay, but I'm gonna still be right here waiting on you to come back, type shit. So your actions is still okay.
I can think of it.
So you saying if he sell drugs, she has to leave right away?
If he sell drugs and she don't want that to be a part of her family,
She has to
yeah,
leave.
she gotta go.
Right,
She gotta get out of there.
Okay, so when you meet,
That's my girl's
okay,
stance,
so
too.
the hood thing. So you meet a guy, hood dude. You don't really know because you only know him maybe from the club. You may be
Right.
knowing him for whatever. You may see his swag or something to be like, oh, this is what it is. So I'm supposed to say we get all like. When do you really know somebody like that? When they really gonna tell you like, yeah, on the side I sell drugs?
You can tell that nigga sell drugs in the club.
Can you?
Yeah.
Hey, he agrees.
He agrees. Okay.
You can either tell a
Man,
nigga selling
look,
drugs
you
or
already
got a
broke
good. You can tell a nigga up from a broke nigga. Easily in the club. Even when I go to, I can tell just by niggas wearing Jumpmans and fake ass Gucci shoes versus a nigga who got his shit put together.
Fake ass Gucci shit.
They talking about when you see a nigga with the expensive shit on, he look
Yeah, we had one of
outrageous.
these already. Yeah, something's
Yeah.
happening.
His whole fit be like 10K. You
Because
could
good
literally
niggas,
see
good
He
it.
ain't
niggas
working
is
at
wild.
Target. Yeah,
Right.
he ain't working at Target. He got 520 diamonds and he working at
Yeah,
Target.
because niggas in that lifestyle gotta be loud with it for some
They
reason.
gotta be.
That's part of the shit.
Fucking niggas.
They gotta wear the fur to the boxing match.
My nigga got buried in the fur. And Gazelli frames and every fucking piece of jewelry he got. It's part of the lifestyle.
Oh man, we got
it would
any?
be the family.
What's that?
It would be the. I don't know. I agree with them that would be my job to not put myself in a position that will.
But they're
compromise the
speaking
family.
from experience too, because you gotta realize like they speaking from living that life so they can see it.
I mean, I've been in that position. One of my exes, I met her, and I didn't tell her I was selling drugs. But in the first 3 months, I knew her. I bought like 6 cars. Crashed one, bought one, crashed one, bought one. And then one night I had her come over. I'm sitting there cutting up coke, chopping it up, getting ready to cook it. And she said, "You sell drugs?" "Yes."
Yes!
What the fuck you?
Yes!
I don't want you selling drugs. All right, well,
Goodbye.
you ready to get something to eat? She didn't want it, but she didn't leave either. So obviously, it's cool. It's cool. Louis bags are very tempting.
Hey, y'all got anything else you want to add?
No,
We
for
wrap
3 months,
this up?
I'm with you every day. What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Where you think I'm getting money from? I'm telling you to call if work and giving you money.
Yeah.
Nah, man. What would you do? Okay.
For me?
I mean, as from the family aspect, you know what I mean? So, we talked about the street cred, you know, the street
Right.
respect. What are you doing in the family setting, you know, to gain the respect from your family, that credibility as a family man? Are you
In
worried?
the house,
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
providing, protecting. And by that right there, I demand my respect and I should be respected.
Kids are idiots. That ain't enough.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. But
You're right. But that is enough. They just think it's
I love when
enough.
that's.
Yeah,
I love when
yeah.
that's
It's
all the
almost
niggas say. though,
but
like,
yeah, because it's almost like when
That's
you
cliche.
choose to have them, you choose to protect them in that whole act. I had this kid.
You
Now
don't
your
have
job.
to though.
Now your job is to take care of them.
You don't have to though.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
Well,
have
if you
to.
don't, there's some consequences, right?
There's no consequences if you don't.
Okay.
well, yeah,
There's
You
no.
what, not taking care of kids?
No, yeah, you can drop them right off to your service. They can go to a group home. You can also just let them run around the street. Never take care of them. Don't worry about feeding them or none of that. I'm speaking from experience.
Okay.
they resent you.
Right. There's all kind of other
Yeah,
consequences
you
to
gotta
that.
be mindful
But
of giving a
if
fuck.
you didn't care to take care of them,
Yeah, who
you
cares?
won't care if they resent you. You didn't care about. You don't care about
I
them.
don't give a fuck.
For sure. I mean,
Good luck.
if you make it to that age in life, you know, then you start to reflect and be like, damn.
But no, I was
Is your
just
only-
I was just speaking because she said if you had them, you chose to do this and that. I'm like, Nah.
For sure. Like, nah, you just open up another line of choices to make. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But so my point still stands. I'm protecting and providing. I should be respected in the household.
Okay.
What
Go
is
ahead, no,
all right?
go
So
ahead, you
elaborate.
talk
go ahead.
Elaborate on the protecting and providing, because you could.
Why y'all keep
No.
It's
I mean,
the simplest thing,
Hey,
and y'all making it so
hey,
complicated. Earlier y'all said that.
People to educate or what?
Earlier y'all did the same thing. We were like,
It was a
well,
different.
what does that look like?
It was a
And I'm
slightly
like,
different- exactly, because look,
protecting and providing?
I mean, this is the thing. Like, you can protect and provide from across the street, but never actually come in contact with your kids, type shit. You're not giving them that.
my
That's
kids
cool.
are in the same household as me.
Yes,
I'm
you're
not
speaking
saying
from that
you
experience,
are.
but there's when you say protect and provide, that mean that could a dad providing could be him paying his child support.
It could be.
Okay.
A dad providing could be going to get their kids every day.
Okay, so how does that apply? If I'm paying child support across the city to another household, how does that mean I get respect in this household? How does that, like, what are y'all talking about?
So the
Y'all
house,
trying to twist it up so much
Nah.
that it's not
No.
relating.
no.
I-
So if I'm asking, there's different ways providing looks. If I'm providing through paying my child support so that you are financially taken care of in that household in which I don't live, does that mean that you don't still get? I mean, you still get respect over there, or you should.
Okay.
It's more about
So,
your
but
relationship.
the problem is we saying respect in your household, not across town. So me paying child support over
I
there has
said
nothing to do with
family.
this household.
I said family, which means your children, which are your direct line.
Your
That's not. I'm not
children
talking
just
about
respect you.
you. I
period.
mean, with the
Yeah,
whole
not household
dynamic of
credit,
how
family credit.
family credit, not household credit. There's a difference.
Okay, no,
See,
no,
see,
no,
they-
no,
they
no,
flipping
no,
the script.
no,
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 'cause this
just
is what y'all
no,
did
no,
to
no,
him.
no,
This
listen,
is what
listen,
y'all did to
no,
him.
listen, because I said, all right, how does that look when you trying to get family respect? You know, respect from your family, and you said, wait, in the household.
No, it wasn't you.
You brought that in,
He-
and that's
He-
making my whole
He
family.
kept saying his whole family, and we clarified the household. We all sat here and clarified we're talking about just your household that you live in. Your
Yeah, well,
family.
okay,
Your
your kids,
Your
your
kids.
kids,
But that ain't the house. That's not a true statement because your kids always live in your household.
right? But
We're talking about your household.
So him
We're
bringing
talking about your household.
So
Y'all
him,
were-
no.
Let me update Devin real quick.
Hold up, real
Let
quick.
me
Wait,
update with
before
Devin
you
real
do
quick.
that.
They're trying to twist, protect, and provide.
Bro, you hell no, that's
And
not a
it's the
fucking
craziest
update,
thing.
nigga.
It's
How
the
you gonna come out and be like
craziest
they're
thing.
trying to twist?
It's
That ain't
the
no
craziest-
motherfucking update.
They-
That's some
It
bullshit.
said
This nigga
his
wild.
question was how do you get what do you do to deserve respect from your family, right? And we agreed that when we're speaking of family tonight, it is your household, right? Did we not? We agreed on that. So I said, as the man, I provide and protect. I should be granted
Okay,
respect.
well, you say that.
Then they twisted it up.
Nah.
Well, what about the house down the street that your kid lives
Nah,
in?
we untwisted
I
it
can't
from
get
you.
respect at that house. That's
We-
another man's house.
No. We untwisting it from your perspective, right? So this is what it is. Like, you talking about twisting it up. Nah, nigga, it was already
Yup.
twisted in your mind. When you
What
say
was that? Keith
household,
Sweat twisted.
when you say household,
Girl, you got me
it's automatically
twisted.
assumed that all your kids are with you.
No, that's not what we're assuming. We're talking about your household. That's it. Your family and your household.
So when you say, because we said family, and then you threw in the aspect of household.
No,
Bro.
I did not.
The family
He
you gotta
kept-
worry about is the family that's here with you.
Thank you.
That's
The
in
family-
your house.
He keeps saying I said
So what
that.
if there's
Nigga,
additional
what?
kids?
Nigga, nowadays it's split fucking
Yes,
households
everywhere.
because you,
So what?
you got
So
partial
the fuck
custody.
what?
Nah,
So
you got
what?
partial custody. So when we said
So-
I'm saying so when we said family, nigga, that's all your kids, nigga.
That's
Fuck
No,
if they in
it's
your
not.
household or not. Like,
No, what we saying, listen to your question. Your question is, how do you get your respect from your family,
From your
right?
family.
And we agree that your family is your household.
no, your
I
question
cannot.
was you question like in the household. We talking about in the household?
No, I didn't question it.
Okay, so
he kept
stop.
saying his whole family,
Okay,
and he
so
was like,
wait.
"No, we're talking about in the household."
me
And I
just
said,
ask
"Yeah, in the household."
Okay, so
and I
let's
said,
just-
"T, when you made this up, was you talking about in the household or the whole family?" She said, "No, the household." She agreed. I agreed. He agreed. We was talking about the
Okay,
household.
so-
You were just quiet.
Okay, so hold
Household.
on. Just
No, hell
now.
no. Okay, so
wait a minute.
your
Now
family.
just include the kids that you may have outside of your household.
No, because that also
You
now
can't.
brings in all the other people.
Like who?
baby mamas, baby daddies.
Baby mama.
Listen. What y'all are not taking into
No, you
consideration.
talking
You know what? You know what I just noticed? You know what I just noticed? They don't got kids in other households, so they don't know
Wait a minute.
that.
I do.
No. T
Wait
and
a
D.
minute.
These
Wait a
two.
minute.
The two that's against us three.
What?
No, I
Nigga, I'm not even against you. I'm trying to clarify the
I'm
question
dead.
for you.
I don't give a fuck about my baby moms.
Word.
I don't care if they on fire. I don't care.
Right?
I don't. All the shit I went through and been through,
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. I care about my wife. I care about my kids.
We on the same page.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
They
not,
wanted to.
Nah.
They
No, I'm
asked him
just
about the
saying,
house down the street.
No.
If my kids,
I didn't
live
say
with
your
their mom,
respect in that household from your baby
If
mom.
my
None of
kids
that.
live with
No,
their mom.
I said family. Your
Hey,
family.
so we can hear.
If my kids live with their mom, whatever my kids do when they with their mom, that's between them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
my
nothing I
fault
can
when
do.
They come back
Right.
to me, but when they leave, they know they don't have enough respect and know that I take care of them.
And this
You know
is
what I'm
where
saying?
that
So
comes
whatever
in
the fuck
from.
her mom tell them, that's on them. I don't give a fuck, cause I know what the fuck I do.
But she
Right.
has how does paying child support get you respect in the other households?
That's what they're trying to twist.
No. I didn't know that on that.
said-
I didn't say shit about that.
Wait
No,
a
this is
minute.
what I
Child
mean.
support don't make you a motherfucking dad, bro.
I
Yeah,
know
you
I
pay
Child
said.
support.
They threw that in there.
Okay,
They
well,
threw that in there
I
talking
threw-
about.
I didn't throw nothing
Hold
in
on,
there.
I'll
She said that
clarify.
shit.
I
Your
said
teammate did.
he said
No,
provide-
it ain't no
there's
teams,
no
nigga.
teams, nigga. So they said he said for providing and protecting. I said it's also providing financial help over your baby's mom. When you pay your child support, you're providing
And I
financial.
said that has nothing to do with my household.
But it still has something to do with your respect.
Nah. Okay. So
Respect
From who?
let me clarify. Let me clarify.
From
From
who?
who?
No,
No,
Let me
from who?
clarify.
No,
So
stop.
now
We
I asked
talking.
I asked a question.
We talking.
I asked a question. Let me clarify my question.
No,
for you.
stop. T.
Yelling.
From who?
Usually from your kid, if your kid gets the money, it's a
But
respect that
9
comes
times
with
out of 10,
that.
kids don't get the money.
The kid. When does the kid get the money?
It's only a few moms that I know.
Kids, my kids get
That
their money.
motherfucking
so I-
money.
How old are your kids? 17 or older? Like 16, teenagers?
11,
Listen,
17.
You give an 11-year-old all the money?
His money goes into an account.
No shit. nigga.
Into account, see? So, what are you talking about?
What money?
For him. When his dad does pay, it goes into
You
his
said,
account.
you said, well, when the
It
kid
goes
gets the
towards
money. I said, what kid gets the money? He said, 9 times 10, the kid doesn't get the money. And you said, well, my kids get the money.
But they don't.
Okay.
No, she's saying it goes into a separate account for
Right,
that kid.
right.
For when they get older, they get that account.
Like when he
But that
wants
kid's
something
not
to do
getting that
something-
money right now because she was speaking on the kid getting the money as you're paying it.
For
so,
sure.
So the respect.
No,
No,
if
talking
she,
about the whole respect.
no,
thing.
if she gotta buy something for that kid out of that account, then she will. That kid gets that money. Is what
Yeah,
she's
it
saying.
don't-
But
it
see,
ain't-
no,
it ain't
but
affect your
that's
business
not
either.
I'm
that's
just
not
saying
what
that
she
shit
how
works.
she said it though.
No,
how
it's
it
not.
works.
But you
This how
automatically
shit works.
jump
You pay
in with
child
one
support.
perspective.
You pay child support. Like I'm my instance, my oldest son. My baby mom's not like, yeah, your dad's paying for this shit.
Right.
Cause he don't see that money coming out coming from me. This nigga think his mom do everything for him.
Right.
Cause she's not honest, like, oh yeah, your dad's doing this, your dad's doing that.
So like I said, let me clarify
So,
my question
Hold
for
on,
y'all.
hold on. Let's finish.
So that's why it's got to be a household because it outside the household involves a whole bunch of other people. Because who's supposed to be respecting me for my money? Because it ain't gonna be my kid. Because he ain't seeing it.
Not to mention any other household is another man's household. I
So-
can't
Right.
control that household.
So are we done?
Interesting.
Are we done?
Go man.
I guess.
Can I
Twist it
clarify
up,
my question for you
twist
niggas
it
now?
up some more since y'all don't know the definition of
Twist it up.
provider.
Nah, it's
respect.
untwisting. This is clarifying the question for you.
Oh, so I can go back and revisit my family
This is getting
answers.
This is getting respect from your family, your immediate family.
Be in
Whether-
your household.
No, if
Immediate
they're
family.
in your household or if they're not, if it's your seed, it's your family, ain't it?
So we
That's the one you want respect from. Is your seed, right?
want me to answer?
Okay, so if you no, because
Oh,
this
you don't
is
want me to
this is what it
answer.
is. Because y'all talking about the respect coming out of the other household. The thing is, if your kid respects you as their father, even while they're in that other household, they will carry themselves in a manner that says, "No, my dad wants me to do it like this."
That's not true at all.
That's not. Thank you. He don't got a kid.
No, they
He
nah,
don't
nah,
got
they
kids
nah, they
yet.
gon'
He don't got kids
nah,
yet,
in a
bro.
lot of
He
instances
don't
they
got
gonna
kids yet.
no, in a lot of instances they gonna play it
Oh.
to to their advantage,
It's not
for
like
sure.
that, bro.
I get that. Listen. But if that household is burning up, burning down, it's in the fire.
What's going on? I don't give a fuck. We pay the
Dig.
here like everybody
Listen
else.
to this. We need to reestablish what we talking about when we say family credit. Because we already went over that earlier. Y'all can't twist it to manipulate it
Bro,
for...
Listen,
Nigga, I'm telling you exactly what I'm telling you exactly what I'm asking.
I don't care what you're
Let me say one
asking.
thing.
I'm telling you exactly what I'm
I don't
asking.
care.
If you about to say you ain't got kids,
Let
you
me
can
say
save
one
it. You can
thing.
save it.
Who?
You can save it. I'm saying if you about to say you ain't got kids, so you don't
You
understand.
keep saying you
No, I'm saying if you about to say
I'm
that,
not about
you
to
can
say that, nigga.
Go ahead.
I'm saying my son is 21.
Word.
This nigga was a freshman in college. His mom didn't come to his motherfucking game.
Right.
And he walked on for football for college. Never came.
Right.
It was his homecoming. Me and my wife was there. She on the phone. My nigga's in tears. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We about to go get some to eat? You just played your heart out. What's going on? This bitch is on the phone, like trying to take his joy, and then gonna tell him. I'm like, give me the phone, bro. And before he gave me the phone, she was like, and your dad ain't all what you think. He tried to rape me when we were back, blah, 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 blah.
Damn. She trying shit. That's okay. She
So
trying shit
what
on
I'm
your
saying
name.
is,
She trying shit on your name.
my son,
And that's like normal shit.
but I'm saying like, me being in my son's life and him knowing the way I raise him and what I stand for and what I do, and he never believed the shit, and all she was trying to do was make me less of a man because I'm there, and make her up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to say that the household can be whatever, bro. Like, you got kids outside the house, it don't matter about that house. It matters how you carry yourself with your kids, so when they leave your presence and go over there, they know what the fuck you stand for.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I
That's
was
not
saying.
what you was saying.
That's not... You was not
That's not
saying
what you
none of
was
that.
That's exactly what
That's
the
what we've
question.
been trying to say, and you want to argue.
I'm saying that's exactly what the question alluded to. That's what I was trying to clarify. You
Man,
niggas kept
look.
talking your piece.
Man,
like,
look.
like my nigga.
Look, y'all keep twisting what we
I was
talking
just
about.
saying that, like, okay, if all hell break loose over in that other household, do your kid respect you enough to know what's real about you from his mama's mouth or what's not?
It
No.
doesn't
My nigga,
matter.
that respect
doesn't
fucking
matter.
matters.
It
Because
does
he's
not
gonna take
matter.
that-
But listen,
It
it's
does
not that
not
simple,
matter,
though.
right.
It's not that
It's
simple.
not that
You're right.
simple because you have to, like, yesterday, we on the porch and Johnny get mad at some real shit, and I had to explain it to him.
For sure.
What she was saying, like, how you gonna question her loyalty? How you gonna question her motives?
Word.
Or that nigga's motives right there?
Mhm.
Or you know what I'm saying? That's his dad, but he got a dad. But that's his dad.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he doing shit that his dad ain't doing. He giving a nigga game that his dad ain't giving him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He got his best interest at heart. So that's what I'm trying to explain to him. Like, mentally, bro, like, people gotta grow to understand there's different levels to life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
the way you perceive some shit, like, when you were younger, you hear some shit and you ready to react.
It's subject to
You
your
get a little
level
bit
of
older, you hear some shit, you might react, but you gonna think about it. You get older, like, you hear some shit, I don't even give a fuck about that shit. So it's like different levels of how a child is gonna receive information
Based on
that's
their
against the other.
understanding.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because my son, when he was 7, 8, 9, didn't understand how his mom was doing what she was doing. But we had to always fix the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then after he got older,
It's like untrain
nigga,
them every time you
I'm
get
not
them.
fixing
You
the shit no
gotta
more.
unpack.
That's
That's
how
how
you
that
get
happened with Julian.
Like, I'm not
So
fixing the shit no
his
more.
mom basically brainwashed him into thinking that the dad's a piece of shit because she gotta. That's the only way she can get herself above.
So
That's
now
why they have
he
that
a grown
influence.
man and he see what the fuck. Cause like, bro, she just gave up. She told me herself. She was like,
My
I just
mom
let
gave up
you and
full
your wife
custody of me.
do whatever she do.
And
Because
when I was
I said-
12
I
and
said,
got
I
mad
would
at
never
me
do that shit.
that I lived with my dad. She gave up custody of me when I was 12 and got mad at me that I lived with my dad.
That's how they are.
I know. I'm trying to explain
You know
to
what that
D
is?
because he acting confused.
Nah, my nigga, I get that.
That's mental abuse, bro.
Yeah.
Like she tried to mind fuck you.
I get that.
Fuck you, but you smarter.
Yeah.
You saw, like, you open up your third eye, you saw this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a addict or moms
Right.
do. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And we didn't want the gifts, nigga. We wanted your presence. I wanted you at my spelling bees. I wanted you at my football. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to take me to go get my football shit. You know who did that shit? My stepmom. You know what saved me from ass whoopings? My stepmom. You know what I'm saying? So I love and respect her a lot more. You know what I'm saying? For who she was.
So she gained familial credibility with you based on that.
No.
She was
She
in the
told
house,
me
same
I
house.
could be, when I first got to that crib, she told me
No,
I
keep
could
trying
be
to tell him, man. D
your
don't get it.
I could be your best friend or I could be your worst enemy. I chose to be her best friend.
That was the first. Yeah, that's how she.
I'm 4 years old.
That's gaining credibility.
It is gaining.
That's
She
gaining
did. She
credibility.
gained your credibility through.
That's gaining
Doing those
credibility.
things
Okay,
for
well,
you. That's how your relationship and bond. Instead of looking at it as credibility, maybe look at it as relationship and bond.
See, what they trying to do is they trying to twist it like they agreeing with us.
Shit.
But they
literally
was talking
saying
about,
the same exact shit.
they was talking about another house across town, and I was telling them, no, we only talking about our house.
You know what? Just click in
In
my
our
head.
house. That's all we're
This is
talking
subject
about.
to your level of understanding. You only understand it from one point of view, and I get that.
No,
So-
no,
so
that's
no,
the,
no, no.
that's
No,
the
no, no,
point.
no. So
You're
no,
only understanding
No,
from
no,
one
no,
point of
okay,
view.
no. What I mean by that is certain key words don't sit right with you. They don't hit right. So you thinking they something else when I'm saying exactly what you saying.
One word, D.
Like my nigga.
No, you was never saying what I was saying. First off, you was never saying what I was
So the
saying.
thing about it
No,
is,
you saying what
That
I'm
team
saying.
talk, you've been
You
talking
saying
the
what
last
I'm saying.
hour.
You right. I'm not
Come
saying
on,
what
T.
you saying. You saying what I'm
with
saying.
your kids, there's still a level of respect, regardless if they live in your household or not. Correct?
Yes, I demand
That's,
respect.
That's generally the idea.
So look, let me.
But that has nothing to do with
Let me throw
family
this out there
credit.
real quick.
It does.
Have you
because
ever
we
said-
base it off of respect.
because when we define family credit, we said the household.
But respect was factored into it, right? When you gave me your definition or you
Yeah,
provided
it's
the
respect into it, but I said the family household. So
Okay.
respect
This
is
is a
the
good one.
family
Right? Let me ask
household.
you this: have you ever said, "How old is your oldest?
12,
A girl or boy?"
girl.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Have you ever said to your kids, "Niggas in the streets respect me more than y'all respect me"?
Yeah. Yes.
And you know why that is? Because they don't know that street nigga.
Right. Right.
They don't
that
know.
goes back to what we said when we
Right, they
separated.
don't
We got that
know
balance.
what you're capable of. They don't, because you never gonna treat them like me. I never wanted to, like, I don't know how to say it.
I never want them to see that side.
Make my sons feel less than.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do that to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been times that needed that to happen. But when I'm just saying to say, if I ask you to do something, nigga, just do it.
Right. Trust
Because
me.
anything you ask for me to do, I'm gonna do it and then some.
Yes.
So that's that. I mean, I said that to my kids before, but they don't know that side. Like we make our kids what they are today because we give them too much. We want to give them what
spoil
they
them.
have.
Right.
You know,
Say your
they-
line.
So they're not earning. They're not earning.
Say your line.
Kids are pussies.
It's
It's all our fault.
They're not earning. They're not earning shit. Then we the punk ass parents.
Right.
Don't always want to feel bad.
They don't have
Well,
enough.
how are we gonna get the work? Or
Yeah.
fuck,
Fuck
how
that.
we gonna get the work?
Right.
Or how you
What's
gonna
he
get the?
gonna do?
How is he
Try
gonna
me.
afford?
Y'all try me.
No, not you. This my wife too. You care about this nigga more you care. This when we start beefing.
My thing
How
is,
you care about my son more you care about me?
what are you gonna do without a phone? The same thing we did with our phones.
Right.
He's gonna have to.
Like it's not cool to walk around with your phone without a case. It's a phone. It's gonna break. Put the case in the phone. Let's walk about the case.
Oh my god! We want to
So,
beat her ass.
my
Like,
thing
why did you
is-
take off that $50 case, break your fucking phone? Now it costs more.
So my thing with the getting to work or having the cell phone is more of a safety concern in the community. As being a black boy driving, there's
You
so
can take
many
that away
parts and
when you
pieces.
take away the car. You taking away some of
Yeah.
that safety.
Yeah, like if something
Send
happens,
his ass at home.
if
He
something
ain't gonna get
happens,
shot by the cops.
Can I say this real quick too?
yeah, go ahead.
anytime I've ever got pulled over, I have never talked back to the cops.
Never.
I never had a problem with the cops. I never, nigga, I tell the truth. Like, if you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't got no license. I was trying to get to the crib.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I didn't buy. I got a Mossberg in the trunk. They took
You know
my
what I'm saying?
guns from me. I ain't never had no
He'd
issues.
take my license. He took my license and said, go ahead.
What it is these pussy
I
ass
had,
entitled
I had,
kids.
so,
How dare you pull me over?
so, I have
Right
talked
here.
back to the cops. I'm not gonna say I haven't talked back,
But
but
why, though?
I'm about to get to it. But only times I really talked back is when I was just frustrated with the cop. Like I'd have been pulled over 4 or 5 times, and all my shit's legit. And each time they want to search, I'm like, no, and I'm just like frustrated. But
What you drive?
I drive. I always had an Impala,
in the hood?
but I worked. I lived in the hood, but I drove to
that looks
work. You know what I mean?
suspicious.
Like I always worked, but like you said, like you don't really talk. Like I don't really give them no bigger back either. I'm real simple and go
I'm
along.
trying to
get home.
get away.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to talk to you.
Stop to be easy as possible.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want
So
car
I can
search.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to get out of here.
I will
So
say-
yeah,
I
I
will
done
say
had
that didn't stop them
guns.
from
I done had
following.
guns. I done had guns taken off of me before I had license. I had cops pull me over on Broad Street right after the BP East Broad Street. Pull me over right there and run my shit and go. All right, you don't got license, so I can't let you leave. But I'm leaving. My dumb ass asked him like, so I can leave after you leave?
Yeah.
Like, but that's what he was hitting at. I was only 18,
they got the
19.
wrong
Like,
Okay, because I got a question for you to go back to the topic. What defines the credibility in the household besides providing and protecting? Is it respect? Is it what else is there?
all right, so that's basically what D asked. I was asked that first. So I was just gonna say the next person, motherfucker. Let the next person answer. Why you getting it all bad?
What else defines your credibility within the household besides providing and protecting? Your respect. What else?
Your love, your caring, your compassionate. You being there involved with your kids in homework, daily chores, like you know what I'm saying?
Discipline.
Structure, discipline, cleanliness, like all that goes
Everything.
into play. It ain't just about money and like you gotta provide all
Well,
that.
he stopped at
Like,
money
for me,
and
That's
For me,
because then
like-
y'all wanted to worry about the house down the street.
Like,
Nah,
right
man.
now,
It makes
Nah,
sense.
like
What?
right now,
You on that
I'm here
bullshit?
going with on this.
Y'all didn't ask me about the house down the street?
This me and my
I
daughter
was
like,
like-
that we watch our show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I make time to spend time with her because she's 14. She want to be 15. She's going to high school next year. So shit is changing. I'm trying to keep our relationship tight so she can come to me and talk to me about shit. She cool with talking to me about boys like, Dad, you think he cute? I'm like, nah, that nigga ain't cuter than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I joke with her and shit like, oh, when you go to college, I'm going with you, but I know I gotta let her go, like,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to teach her and
Trust.
not go wrong where I went wrong with my older daughter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole other topic right there. Shit like that. Learning with your older kids and then doing better with your baby kids.
Right.
Then older kids be mad at you. Like, you was a piece of shit 10 years ago. You was my
Or
training
like with
course.
Lil Devin. And
You're my training course.
They get mad at me because how we treat Makai. Like Makai's soft as butter. I'm not like that, but I'm just saying
I know
like
what you mean.
he get away with more shit than what they get away
I know
with.
what you mean, cause like my youngest sister is a year younger than my daughter, and like my not my older sister, but another one of my sisters, she her birthday just passed, and we just over there, we just talking about her, like, man, could you get away with murder? And we just all talking about, but it goes like when you said like,
'Cause
Dad
I never-
used to chase us with the broom
I never
out
wanted
the
to be
house
that dad that
compared to
you just pay bills and that's it. Like nigga, I gotta be involved in my kid's life. Like
Yeah.
my dad was that dad.
going to games.
All he
and
did
all
was
that.
work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I needed him at my games. I needed him at the school. Or I needed him not just when I'm getting in trouble.
Right.
Nigga, when I'm doing something good.
Right.
Like, why you always there just for bad shit? Well, you gotta be there for the good shit too.
Yeah. It's gotta be a balance. D, you got anything to add to it?
Man.
Your question? We all three done added.
When we get to the parenting podcast, we gonna talk about some things. I have some things.
Yeah, when we get to the
Why
parenting
you-
part, since I ain't got no kids, we gonna leave me out.
No,
No.
you're not. You gotta leave you out. But it's
I
just
feel like you got questions for me. Is this an attack
no,
on me?
it's just something to think about. Just like for example, I know the dynamic that he has and how step parenting it plays a role in his life, and how parenting plays the different roles that you play.
Yeah.
and how that it just looked that dynamic look how because that's included in all the parts and pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
The
being a
mom, the
step-parent.
step parent, the regular. I mean, all biologicals, all the extras, all that's included. So I just asked the one question about what builds the family credit because it goes into that. That's why I'm asking.
And you don't got nothing to add
Man, nah, I was.
to your own question?
I'm pretty much agreeing with what Dad was talking about.
Then when your kids out with you and they see some shit popping off and they jump back, ignored it, but you like, nah, just, you know what I'm saying, come right here, boom. And you know how to move through the shit.
Yeah.
They like, damn, how you know how to do that?
Right.
So that's nigga, like, I wasn't always a dad, like, I was, you know what I'm saying,
Kind of
I've been
was
through some shit.
just a little bit. No, I'm
Well,
just
yeah.
playing.
I've been through some shit.
He was 15. He only had his first 3 at 15.
Or
Shit.
if you go, say you going to Lincoln Park or some shit,
Yeah.
you know how to move in Lincoln Park, because you got a family out there. That's where you grew up at or was out there. But your kids is afraid,
because they
and
in the
you going around
suburbs.
niggas that's
Because they live in the real
Suburbs.
suburbs.
right.
So
Like
you
we-
still,
like
you still gotta
literally
take you
how-
still gotta take your kids to the hood to show them what life could be like and motherfucking appreciate where you at, bro. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I agree with that because I feel like we was dropped off on, like he said, every side of town. Like there was not, if we had my mom would just be like, make sure your colors is right. Dropping you off. You ain't wearing this up
when I
in
say
your
dropped
mom's
off,
house.
nigga, like dropped
Dropped off.
I
Not
mean,
like.
We didn't get dropped off. We had to find a way, and we was
No,
on every
I'm
side of
talking
town.
about no. From 8 to 5, you will be out this bitch. See y'all later.
We was out. We
Every side of town. I mean, we had family on every side of town, but it wasn't like a.
Do I have a phone?
Nope. There
Nope.
wasn't no phones back then.
Right.
He taking a shot at.
He's
what y'all
taking a
talking about
shot.
earlier. He taking
Don't
a
worry
shot.
about it.
I don't even know what the conversation was, but I remember it coming up.
Don't worry about it.
T, end this on the question. What does respect in the household look like?
Credibility
Household.
or respect?
Household.
Well, credibility, we said is equal to
Say it
respect.
again for our listeners. Household.
The household is what we're talking about, not for our listeners. For D,
I agree
Not
with
for our family.
How group you live in?
structure
structure.
builds credibility because it provides expectations in a way to kind of live or some type of guidelines. I also think pouring into
Porn.
They
You're a
said
fucking
pour
asshole. Pouring into
Oh,
your kids in the ways that they need
I don't
it.
even
Like,
know you.
I think that makes a difference.
Shit.
You earn respect in different ways or credibility in different ways by being there,
Yes.
by providing feedback through good and bad,
Yes.
showing up and being there mentally and physically. There's a difference in you just showing up to some shit and you're not really there. You just in attendance. And I know many of examples of that, like the parents, the picture parents. You know what those are?
Yeah.
Parents that only show up for the damn picture, like
Show
is you
up
got
at the
your
end,
kid
take the
name?
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's those types of things, or like actually putting in the work to explore who your child really is and develop that person. Not only that person, your relationship, all of those things kind of tie together. You're teaching them through your movements.
Your actions.
And that builds credibility in itself. The structure that you have here, if it's 2-parent household, if it's a 1-parent household, if it's a whatever dynamic, also provides some type of credibility. So maybe I can come talk to you about a relationship because you are in a relationship, maybe to a kid or to your kiddos or whatever the case may be. Oh, I can talk to you about jobs and construction because you're a construction person,
Right.
or electrician or barber, whatever the case is. I can at least talk to you about a job or getting one because you got one. So those different things build credibility. Oh, I need to get a car. You have a car. How did you go about getting that? Oh, I want to start a business. How did you do that? Those different things build credibility in life, in just those experiences in itself. Being at my recitals, knowing how to sign up for the recitals, how to do the motions of things. Majority of our kids don't know what the things we go through in order to register them, pay for the different stipulations, different
Setting
things
it
to
up,
find
everything.
and develop who they are as a person.
All they know is you paid for it.
Kind
That's
of.
it.
Depending on how you go about it. If you practice with them in the yard, they don't feel just that. They don't feel just your payment. They feel like, oh, he's also developing me. He or she is developing me outside of this, so they care. So providing some type of credibility that you care, because I'll do more for you if you care. If you don't care, or you act like I'm just a bill and I'm just supposed to be out here when you fighting and shit or whatever, it provides something different. It's
I agree.
minimal.
I agree.
So
And that actually just opened my eyes to some stuff. You know what I mean? Like just do more. You know what I mean?
like you'll be surprised. Like the picture parents, its graduation season is approaching.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
It's here already. It's actually
Definitely
already been
here.
happening.
So like we got a picture of my kid at the family reunion or this, and I just be sitting there looking like, girl,
Right, you don't even
you
got
don't
to
show up to
kids.
these schools X, Y, and Z. So that being a partner in their life, going through it versus just, oh, I just pay for your stuff, shut up and go to your activity. Total different credibility. Because if you're gonna walk through it with me versus just tell me how to do it, it's something totally different. So.
And that, my people, is gonna wrap us up, man. And y'all know I love you, black people. And this has been dope, where we dare our people to educate. I'm out.